Have you guys seen this? Oh, there's a little bit of language warning. So, Garlinghouse, Santa Garlinghouse says drop some bombs, right? So be careful with the language. That's probably demonetized my video already because of that F bomb that was dropped in the first few seconds. I hope it wasn't too offensive for you. I don't use profanity myself, but yeah. So obviously someone did this AI video of Brad Garlinghouse Santa getting down. I'm a bit late to the game. This was posted obviously during Christmas. There's a lot of little Easter eggs here. You've got, I think that's David Schwartz saluting there on the wall. And then you have some sort of meme coin or something, apparently going to the stars. You know, this. I'm gonna look through this later, but this was retweeted by Brad Garlinghouse himself. So shout out to AI, man. We're in trouble. Talking about being in trouble, crypto users have been forced to share their account with tax officials. Okay, forced, and this went into effect in on the 1st of January this year in the UK. Okay, so if you're still trading secretly, just be careful. And the government already knows. If you're using centralized exchanges, they've already shared your details ages ago. So this isn't new information. But those of you who are trading secretly in the UK, maybe using decentralized platforms and dexes and stuff, the government means business, man. They're coming after everybody. And remember, you can still pay your taxes retrospectively. Some kind of amnesty stuff is still running. And obviously, if you're having problems tracking your tax, then have a look at the description. I've got a link to the free software that I used to do it, and I've been doing it now for 7 years in the UK. So it is what it is. It works everywhere in the world, in the US, Australia, wherever you are. Just pick your country. And what's good about that software is it's updated. So there are experts, tax experts from different countries in the background that are making sure that the software is compliant with your region and it's updated with all the latest requirements and stuff. So, yeah. But people buying cryptocurrency in the UK now need to share their account details or face penalties in changes that came into effect on January 1st. So, a few days ago. The move by the UK tax body is designed to ensure they pay all relevant tax on buying and selling crypto, including capital gains tax. Okay, HMRC will begin automatically collecting information on all users of cryptocurrency exchanges, which they've been doing this for a couple of years already, which are effectively the industry's banks, in a bid to start collecting tens of millions of unpaid taxes. So they're going to be going backwards in time. So if you think that you've escaped the clutches of HMRC, there's nothing certain but death and taxes, as they say. So the government will get their money. So if I were you, not financial advice, not tax advice, no legal advice, no nothing. I know people are going to say tax is theft, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, as long as we live in a city state or in a nation state or under a jurisdiction of a government or kingdom in our case, then we have to adhere by the rules of the land, unfortunately for some. Okay, so the changes come as the financial watchdog continues its consultation on tougher regulations for the industry, including measures to stop insider trading. The value of Bitcoin, blah, 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 we don't care about all that stuff. What matters is, you know, not only are they changing the rules in terms of how much tax you're paying, they're going backwards to collect unpaid taxes. They're making the threshold lower, so you pay even more tax, and they're making it difficult for you to flee if you're trying to leave. So yeah, be careful with all that sort of stuff. In the meantime, man, look at the price of XRP. Obviously surged like everything else a couple of days ago and yesterday, doing about, I think it was 10% yesterday. And looking at this, cooled off dramatically here in a fake dumping session by the whales and market makers to liquidate all of the excessive enthusiasm that built because of the pump. Remember, whales, what they do is they accumulate before the pump. Whales, right? The institutional money, people that know what they're doing. They accumulate all along before the pump, accumulate. So they were buying here. Okay, and I'll show you why in a minute. on how I know in a minute. So they buy here, and then they keep buying here. Then FOMO kicks in from you know dumb money, sort of about here-ish towards the top. So institutions have bought, and then at this point you're gonna get retail people put in excessive long, saying, "Oh, this is going to the moon now. We're gonna buy now that it's pumping." So they're gonna put 100x leverages or whatever, and then wipe out again, let people rebuild, and then just wipe the whole thing out. And then institutions are gonna start buying again as we sort of gradually bounce up, gradually bounce up, gradually bounce up. Remember, they've already accumulated. They're not in a hurry, man. They just want to wipe you out. They don't want you making millions of dollars, especially exchanges, because when you win those 100x leverages, you're winning it against the exchange, because remember, you borrow money from them, and you're winning it against the exchange and some of the other market makers and stuff, right? So we're going to, probably, not financial advice, bounce up slowly, and then before you know it, we're back to, $2.35, and who knows where else from that. Okay. Look at this. Just in one day, yesterday, $46 million worth of XRP was scooped up just in one day amid that price surge. Okay. And this was due to ETF inflows. So those went into institutional pockets, ETF inflows. And now the total institutional inflow of XRP is now at $1.65 billion. $1.65 billion. That's absolutely insane. That's basically, they've bought the hell out of the dip. They've shaken the tree, and they've bought all the panic sales that we've seen in the past month or so. And now they're going to reap the rewards when XRP surges to crazy, dizzying heights. As for me, I am behaving like the institutions, which means I am dollar cost averaging, when prices are low, and then just holding on for the best. Obviously, with other coins that are not XRP, the micro caps, the crazy, low cap ones, I do put, £10, £20, $10, $20, and play around, mostly for investigative purposes, for science, so I can know about what I'm doing and make videos and stuff and keep abreast of the situation. And now and again, just like it happened yesterday, I hit some insane home runs. And what I've learned over the years is I sell when these things pump. So, like a good, scared little trader, a conservative trader, I sold all my rubbish coins yesterday when they pumped 100x, 15,000x, whatever it is that those microcaps did yesterday, and moved all of the dough to XRP spot. Now, financial advice. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you're doing well. We're off to a beautiful start of the new year.